I would like to talk to you about keeping score when you're trading and just how important it is. Whether you're trading by hand, discretionary, what we would call discretionary, or if you're trading by hand and you're following a particular indicator or strategy, or maybe you are running a strategy and you are kind of cherry picking that strategy, or maybe you're running a full blown strategy completely. And what if you're running a strategy on several different markets? How and why do you keep score? I'm Bagadon at StockMarketCaddy.com. Today is December 23rd at 1:20, and I'm going to deposit with you the importance of keeping score. Maybe the most important thing that you will do in your trading career. People will say, why do I need to keep score, Don? My balance is my score. As long as I'm making money and as long as my equity curve is going up, I don't need to keep score. They're wrong. And if you think that, you are wrong. You are dead wrong. The reason why you keep score isn't so much to, admire the money that you've made in the equity curve. The reason why you keep score is the same reason why a golfer keeps track and does keep score, keeps a kind of an internal score of how many greens does he hit in regulation. Out of 18 golf holes, how many times does he put the golf ball off the tee in play? How many times does he hit the green? If I said green, I meant fairway. And then how many times does he hit the green in regulation? How many times when he's in the sand trap does he get up and down? How many putts does he have? And on and on. And he may have some other interesting characteristics of his own game that he wants to keep track of. Why does he want to do that? So he knows what he needs to practice and what he needs to work on. He wants, he or she, they want to practice with purpose, whatever the endeavor. If it's professional golf, if it's professional baseball, professional basketball, it's those internal metrics, sometimes gathered by a coach or a caddy, so that you or that person who is a professional can practice with purpose. Companies, if you're working for a company, they keep track and they keep track of the data of your productivity. You may not like it, but they want production. Now we are a Stock Market Caddy, and we will point out to our members and teach them how to do that. But our mission statement is teaching folks how to play their game. And I'm not your caddy to keep score for you, unfortunately. But we do keep our score. So we teach you how to keep score and why to keep score. And in this 10-minute video on YouTube, I'm going to show you a real life example. So be sure to set this in high definition. And by the way, if you like this approach to trading, and if you find this beneficial, be sure to push the like button. You feel free to follow us. But better yet, if you want to become a member to Stock Market Caddy, feel free to give me a call. I'll speak with you. My direct cell number is 813-758-8263. This is a wonderful time to be coming into the markets. But if you want to learn and you want to become a professional trader, keeping score is critically important. So let me share with you what we did this past week. Before the markets opened on Sunday, we started running one of our proprietary strategies on 6 different markets. and we ran a strategy that we called the SMC Modified Keltner Strategy. It is a trend following strategy. Now, the strategy was not optimized. It didn't come with built-in profit targets or specific stop losses. It was either going to be long or it was going to be short. And we weren't planning on interceding in the strategy at all. That is, interrupting it. We were going to let it run, which they've been running completely through or since Sunday night. We had one data interruption actually earlier today. Otherwise, it's been pristine and they've been running beautifully. Now, we have other indicators that are on this chart, and that's not the purpose of this video. But if I wanted to see what this particular strategy has done on this particular market, I could come here and I could come to a performance report and I could see just exactly what this strategy has done. And that would be fine. But as I mentioned, I was running a strategy on 6 different markets. And I would like to see the overall performance. And maybe, if you're trading discretionary, at the end of the week, maybe you want to see your overall performance. Now, when I am trading discretionary, I don't trade a lot during the day, and I'm a bit old-fashioned, and I will record my trades manually with the characteristics that I want to keep track of: how many long, how many short, what was the average winner, average loss, what was my profit factor. So I know what my trading has been and what I might need to be working on from one week to the next. But in the instance where we're running a portfolio and I want to see, and I haven't done any other trading here, so it's pristine, I want to show you something. And we've actually kind of got this built. So let me close this for a moment. Bear with me. TradeStation has a tool called Trade Manager Analysis. This is it right here. And we're going to open this up. And I'm going to choose my account. And then I've been running this strategy since Sunday night, which was the 20th. And today is the 23rd. So I want to generate a report. Now, this report is my account since Sunday, and I've only been trading these 6 markets running this specific strategy. And let me show you what it's done. So real time, right now, the strategy has produced $10,819. The profit factor, 1.3. Total number of trades, 168. 40% winners. Now, that's a lot of trades. But for machine trading, I'm okay with that. For my own personal discretionary trading, I would never trade that much. I only trade maybe 3 or 4 times a day if I'm actually putting the trades on. If the machine is putting them on, I'm not worried about it. I'm just concerned about the trading characteristics. Is this making money? Now, some of the things, and there's a lot of data here that we can't completely go through, but I'll show you some of the detail that I like to see. I want to know the average winning trade, $716. What is the average losing trade? 357. What is the ratio of the average winner to the average loss? 2. That's very, very good. What is my largest winning trade? 3,400. What was my largest losing trade? 3,600. Not so good. So maybe I need to make some modifications next week on my stop loss. Maximum consecutive winning trades, 6. Maximum consecutive losing trades, 8. Not crazy about that. There might be some adjustments that I can make. What was my return on initial capital? It's approximately, I'm not too concerned with that, but the annual rate of return would be close to 1,300%. That's very, very good. That's where we're creating cash flow. And the trading period was just 2 days and 17 hours. Maximum drawdown daily, $350. maximum drawdown, trade close to trade close, and maximum trade drawdown. Little large, so I'd like to maybe tighten up a stop. I can drill down into more trade analysis, and here it is. The average time in trades, the average time between trades, average time between peaks. And there's more and more and more. And this is what separates a professional trader from, the weekend warrior or the guy just coming in the market. Here to the periodical review. And here we want to see once again, how much has this made this week? 10,819. The performance graph here is the performance graph. It started out a little bit slow and then got really worked out very, very well. Got as high as about 13,000. And then it has drifted back and is now back on its horse again. Not a bad looking equity curve for just a couple of days. Trade graphs. We can come here and we can look at such data as the average winning trade on this particular strategy in all the markets. We can look at the average losing trade. We can look at the average drawdown. We can look at the average run up. Here, the run up of the trade. We can look at the maximum adverse excursion. Where next week, where might I put a stop loss? If I put a stop loss right in here at about $800, I can cull out these real bad negative outliers. And I'd want to measure that. Would that help me or would that hurt me? I think it would help me, but I would need to measure it. Folks, this is what strategy trading, professional trading, mechanical trading looks like. It's just a taste. If you're sitting down to your desk and you have CNBC on and you're buying this and you're buying that and you're selling this and selling that based on God knows what, I don't know what to say. The likelihood that you're going to be here a few years from now professionally trading, I wish you the best, but probably not very high. And we deal in probabilities. If you want to learn how we approach our trading and you want to save yourself some time and some energy and get a hold of this very strategy and some of this data, as well as other strategies. We don't want anyone joining Stock Market Caddy just because of one strategy. We have dozens, and we have dozens of indicators. We are a mentoring site. We're a place where you can come to learn and to grow. And if that interests you, that's what we're about. My phone number is 813-758-8263. I wish you the very, very best during the holiday season, and I hope, your trading has been going well. If it has, my hat's off to you. Just keep doing what you're doing. But if it hasn't, stop, think, reassess, and get an education from someone, hopefully someone who is trading, themselves. Good luck and have a great new year.